This is Alyssa from Toys Told Tales, ENDI1350 .01. It's occurred to me that not everybody really knows what I'm talking about when it's like hey, look, this is a website, go do website stuff. And this seemed like a pretty good way to do this. So I want to show you what we're all about here. This is my Plymouth page. You can customize in case you didn't know by going here to change theme, clicking right there. But what I want you to pay attention to is over here with my courses. Go over to Toys Told Tales and click there, and it's going to take you to this. Um, I have tried and tried and tried to make Moodle fit the way that I teach, and instead I decided just to post the website right there and to teach the way that I teach. If you ever have a problem with what's going on, or if you have questions or something's not working for you, contact me. My contact info is right here. My email is arue@plymouth.edu. You can text me at 401-450-9142. Please know that that's my cell phone. So if you text me in the middle of the night, that's texting me in the middle of the night. Maybe don't do that. Skype, Monday and Wednesday evenings from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. My Skype username is Nominalismus. And also, before buying your books from wherever you buy books, search Google. You might be able to find a lot of our texts available for free because of expired copyrights. You'll need Waiting for Godot right away. You're going to have to finish it for Friday, so you, you should get on that one. All right, so if you click this link, it takes you over here to our page. This is our Twice Told Tales page. Whole bunch of different menus here. I will go through what these are for. First page is the calendar page. I'm going to eventually get rid of this to-do and Google form right here, but what I'm looking for first off is that you fill out your info for me. It all goes to a Google Sheets, like it's basically like an Excel spreadsheet, and so I can have this info all in one spot and contact you as I need to. I want your name, your Skype username, your PSU email address, whether you signed up for text alerts. Your options are yes or I am now, hint, hint. Also, whether you've got any questions or concerns. That text alert thing, it's this app called Remind. It basically makes it so that I can mass text everybody without knowing your phone numbers. I'm never going to save your phone numbers. I have a 4-year-old. She'll get a hold of my phone and text you random strings of letters or like the few words that she knows. So to avoid that, I just don't save student numbers. This is just a way for me to contact you if I need to. So below here, there should be a calendar. If there's not a calendar, if you can't see a calendar, please contact me. I need you to see the calendar. That's where homework hangs out. So that's really, really important. Please contact me right away. If you can't see the calendar and you've then contacted me right away, but you still want to know what the homework is, I've got this stuff over here. So if you start from here and go on up, first day post, and also like if everybody can see the calendar, I'm going to delete these posts or not update in the future because I'd rather have everything up on the calendar. So first day of class post, who are you assignment, post for Godot, annotated repository, I'll get there, post for too many cooks. My office hours are always up, saying like just reminding you that I have them. Annotated repository posts again, like I'll get to that. You can add this calendar to whatever calendar app that you might use if you are the sort of person that uses a calendar app. It could be really, really helpful to you. As I was scrolling up, I noticed that there's this follow blog via email thing. You can follow and you will get the posts emailed to you. It's just another way to get reminders about the fact that you have an online class. It exists and you need to work on it. These things can be forgotten. More contact info for me. If you're on campus or near campus, I'm in Ellen Reed House, room 6, or that's where my office is. It's not where I am right now. If you need to meet with me and you're nearby, we can arrange a time to do that, and I can work around your schedule if you can work around mine, and that's totally fine. Again, my email address, my phone number, I write it like this because if I write it out the regular way, sometimes bots will text me, and that's weird. Skype right there, office hours, and by appointment. And I do mean it. I will make time for you if you need me to make time for you. You just have to ask. All right, important stuff. Read me. Contact information. My contact info is everywhere. Like I said, I mean it. Contact me and I will work with you. Overview, really important stuff. Please check that out. Required texts, also important. Policies and grading. I want you to know that by clicking on this link, you are going to a page, as well as by hovering over it, you are accessing information. So the post and reply grading specs, the paper project grading specs, paper expectations, annotated repository grading specs, storyboard grading specs, and we'll get to what all of those things are as we go through. Here's a link just to teach you how to get your PSU email on your smartphone. So you basically link Zimbra to whatever email client you use on your smartphone if you're a smartphone user. I am not a smartphone user, so remember that when you text me, that I can't see like URLs and stuff like that. It's just not going to happen. So email me if you want to do stuff like that. This is if you need help. Various links are provided in there. All right, so let's think. I'm going to start with this Who Are You? This is one of the first assignments that pops up. I really want to reinforce that we are a group that is going to be discussing concepts and philosophies and coming to conclusions about them and what they mean to us as learners, but also as regular humans. And I think that in a way, one of the best ways to be able to do that with other people is to get to know those other people and to recognize that the other people that are in this group with you are not anonymous bots on the other side of a screen, but they are humans as well. So if you click on here, your job is to just post a brief bio in the comments below. I've put one on there, and then I post that, and I'm like, oh wait, I can totally say so much more, but I'm going to try to keep it short. I posted a few links that, ways to gain insight into my brain, but, like I said, it's not a definitive list. So just check that stuff out, mess around, have fun. There's also a space for you to ask a question at any time. I do want you to know that this isn't anonymous. Everybody will have access to this and will be able to see this. If you prefer to ask privately, you can text me or email me. If you want me to set up a way for you to post anonymously and ask questions that way, let me know and I'll find a way to do that. All right, so weekly work. I have not set up June, these weeks yet. I have them, they exist, they're in my brain. I am trying to keep us all together. A lot of this class depends on discussion and back and forth, so I'm only posting chunks at a time, and we have due dates throughout the week. I also have found, and research supports, that with online classes, having due dates throughout a week as opposed to just a standing due date at the end of the course leads to more student success and more student completion of the course. If you had other plans, again, just talk to me. It's always a possibility just to talk to me and ask me questions about the course and the way that you want the course to run. So again, May 26th through 31st, I'd like you to follow through these in order. So read this first, read it first. Waiting for Gatto. Okay, great. Gatto discussion. There's that. And then Too Many Cooks, which is linked to Gatto. And you're going to put posts on both the Gatto discussion and Too Many Cooks stuff and respond to one another's work there. Below weekly work, and I should perhaps maybe put this in another spot, but there's the assignment pages for the annotated repository, for the When in the World project, and the final project. I'm going to get into the annotated repository project first. It relates to the final project, and then I'll explain about this When in the World thing, if you'll let me. So first we're going to annotated repository, and remember, you can pause this at any time and, come back to it later if you're finding that it's taking way too long or whatever, but I really do recommend that you listen to the rest of this video at some point, or watch, or whatever you do with videos, you know what I mean. So this project feeds into your final. So I read like a ton, right? Tons and tons of media. And I also think of bajillions of things that relate to what I'm reading, like articles I've read, commercials that I've seen, YouTube videos, songs, poems, colors, everything. You don't even want to know what it looks like inside my brain. So this annotated repository is where you're encouraged to deposit any and all of those connections that happen as you're consuming for the course. There are specifications here. Bold, usually means important stuff, so that's really cool. Check out those things. It teaches you how to annotate if you don't already know, and what you do is you post your entries in the comment section below. If you notice that when you post, your name does not show up, then hit reply and make sure you write your name there so I know and I can give you credit for doing your posts when they're due. Then I can talk a bit about the final project. The last day of the class is the 17th of July. The final project is due the 17th of July. I want you to know that I am setting it up so that the last 2 weeks of the course, while still like going to have discussions and such like that, we're going to dial it back on the work so that you have lots of time to digest information and to do this digital media critique. It's got pretty clear, well, I think it's pretty clear specifications. If you don't think it's clear specifications, please contact me. I will adapt and we will figure it out. Good time to mention drop it to me. Whenever the assignment warrants it, I will put a link to this drop it to me thing. It hangs out there, and it's also at the top up here. It is a way for you to submit work to me that goes into my Dropbox account. It's more efficient. It's more efficient than emailing me because it goes into a specific folder that's just for your class instead of getting lost in the millions and millions of emails that I get every day. Well, that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. But this really works well for certain things. So bigger assignments, if I ask you to do a paper or this final, they're going to be dropped to me in this way. This when in the world assignment is a sort of timeline assignment. We can't get through everything that I want us to look at as a group. So the goal is that everybody is going to have a assigned thing that they're going to check out. So check out this page and see if this is clear for you, and if it's not, again, just let me know. And everybody has their own page. And I know that I have some new students that don't have pages yet, or maybe I've lost some people, but I will fix this. So sorry, Mr. Grimes, but you're going up. So this person is going to look at the Watchmen comic book, not movie, although that person can certainly include an analysis of the movie as well. And the specifications for this project, excuse me, are foolishly not on there. I will fix that right away. I apologize. So that's that. Remember that, this course just went live. I thought I had everything up. Occasionally things happen. If you notice that there's a broken link, if you notice that something doesn't look right, if you notice that you are getting super annoyed at the format or whatever, talk to me and we can adapt. I am all about being flexible with this sort of a thing. The way that I'm doing it doesn't mean that it's the only way that it has to be done. If you know a better way, I am honestly interested in finding out. I think I covered all of that bit. We're going back to the calendar really quickly. I just want to point out to you, if it'll load. Thank you for your patience. That each assignment, you click on it, it pops up, and it says, please post here by midnight, follow my example, that kind of a thing. Pretty simple. Post for Gatto. Before reading Gatto, click on weekly work and go through the drop-down menus that show up when you hover over this week. Your post for waiting for Gatto is due by midnight tonight there. 2 responses to others' posts are due by midnight on 5:30. That's going to be a pretty standard way of doing things. You do a post, and then midnight the next night, you're responsible to go back and respond. we can't all be online at the same time and talking back and forth with each other, but we need to be able to talk back and forth with one another in order to fully digest these concepts. Um, Again, there's like things for annotated repository. Remember, at least one post a week, that kind of a thing. Post for too many cooks hangs out there. There's my Skype office hours and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to stop this at risk of making it like 8 million years long. If you have questions or comments, you hopefully know how to contact me by now. There's about a billion ways to do that, and I hope to hear from you soon.